Hello guys, welcome to my channel bengalurutechies. Today's video is going to be very interesting as we are discussing on career, opportunities and perks. Have you ever wondered, am I earning right for my experience, or might be is there any different category within software industry which is more suitable for your growth as well as perks? Or might be is there any generic formula which would help for you to calculate your right salary? Or might be is there any key factors which would help you to negotiate properly and get more salary? If yes, then this is your video. Stay tuned till end to know about the generic formula, which would be a game changer for you to analyze and understand where you stand in the current market. We are going to unveil the IT industry career space, roles, growth, and perks. And one more thing, viewers, the content creation takes lots of efforts in terms of making a video, editing a video, and representing in a good way. So I would request everyone who are viewing my channel to please subscribe and support us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if possible, please give us a constructive feedback, which we will work upon and try to improvise ourselves so that we can deliver a better contents day by day. Back to video. To answer all those questions, I have put lots of effort by analyzing lots of articles, going through lots of videos and statistics, and the data courtesy goes to Glassdoor, Indeed, Google, and ChatGPT. So in today's video, we'll be talking about job jewels, worthy factors, market match, and salary tickets. So with all these aspects, we'll be trying to answer all those questions which we asked ourselves in the starting of the video. So let's start understanding step by step and unveil what are the career opportunities available in IT industry, the career growth path, a generic one which is applicable throughout the IT industry, and the perks which are involved in different categories, and the secret at the end, the magic formula. To understand all this, we need to understand how many of IT employees are working as of today. So according to the surveys done by multiple surveyors, that is Statista, Burning Glass Technologies, ITU/UNESCO. These are the survey report, according to which says 55.3 million full-time IT professionals are working worldwide, which includes only full-time. There are many people who work as a freelancer, might be as a part-time, might be as a contractor. So these are not included here. According to the survey conducted by Burning Glass, there are a total of 79.5 millions of global IT jobs are available and employees are working. And according to ITU UNESCO, the survey which was conducted on 2019, there were total 74 millions of IT employees who are working worldwide professionally. So I guess if it was 74 millions by today's date, that is we are in 2023, it would have reached more than 85 million. As you know, there are multiple IT companies in the world, and to keep this videos simple and the understanding confined, what I have done is I have categorized the companies into three tiers, that is tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. Tier 1 are like top companies where the perks are more and the competition is more. So for example, Google, Meta, those kind of companies. Tier 2 are mid-size and stable companies where the competition is little less, and tier 3 are mass recruiting big companies and the tech startups which are starting nowadays. All this comes under tier 3, and as you can notice, 55% of our employee ratios are working in tier 3 companies. So in this tier 3 companies, few companies has lesser load of work, whereas few companies has more competitive nature of work. The startups which are joining are currently in tier 3 and they have more work pressure, more opportunities, more career growth, as well as more perks. So today for the magic formulas and most of the things, we'll be concentrating on tier 3. Whereas the generic things with respect to career growth categories, we'll be covering all the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 companies. For the magic formulas, we'll be concentrating more on tier 3. So let's move to next slide. As I said, tier 1 companies, they are like big tech companies. Tier 2 companies are established mid-sized companies, and Tier 3 companies are smaller startups and tech firms. And these are the ratios as depicted in the pie chart: 10 to 15%, 25 to 30%, 40 to 50%. So this is the place where most of IT employees are working in the IT industry. This the analytical shows how many employees are there in the IT industries and how they are diversified between the categories of IT industries. So you can see these are in millions. So almost 23 to 24 million software developers, and QA is almost 10 million, and DevOps is almost 7.5 millions, and data scientist is 5 million, so on. So these are the surveys conducted by multiple surveying firms, and this is the results. And this is a generic career growth path which is suitable for any companies. So initially a fresher will be joining as a junior, so this might be called in your company as a junior developer or junior software engineer, might be in a QA, junior QA or junior tester. And similarly for all the different roles, it will be as a different title in a specific company, but the generalized way would look something like this. A person would start as a junior, and over a period of time you will be promoted to intermediate, and from there you will be again promoted to senior. From senior again you'll get two options. One is a tech focused, another is people focused. When I say people focused, more towards the management. Being that said, even within the tech side also you'll be getting multiple reportees for you where you can again help them, but it is more into technical challenges related things. So within the tech focused, as you can see, there's a staff, again principal, distinguished, and fellow. And again in the people focused, it is a manager, director, VP, and at the final end, you might be promoted to CTO, might be to a COO. Again, the designation might vary based on your current company. They might call in a different name or they might provide a different role, but this would be your generic career growth path. So let's go to our next slide and see what are the categories. So within IT industries, there are broadly 7 to 8 categories, and we'll be discussing one by one, and we'll also see what is the average salary that person would be earning a particular role within that category. So the first category, as you saw even in the survey, the most employees of IT industries are software developers. So the first category is software developers, and the roles and their career paths, how it looks, we'll be understanding. Similarly, we'll also be understanding for all the upcoming categories of software industry. A software developer again has multiple categories within itself. One might be a full stack developer, one might be a backend developer, one might be a front end developer. The most earning person within the software developer category would be the full stack developer. As you can see, the average salary of a full stack developer comes around 10 lakhs per annum. So when I say average, it is average of 20 million people which we listed. So again, the rules of a software developer would be creating an application, building an application, testing when it comes to testing a unit testing of application, then making sure the application works fine in all the environments. So let's see what would be his career path. So as I mentioned, in the generic career path, a career path of a software developer would also confine to the same flow. He'll be starting as a junior developer, where again his salary would be between 4 to 8 lakhs. So the high paying companies would give around 8 lakhs. Again, this is not for the tier 1 companies. This is for again for tier 2 and tier 3 based companies where most of the employees are present. And then you'll be promoted over a period to developer, where you again can earn between 6 to 10 lakhs, senior developer between 9 to 21 lakhs, tech lead between 14 to 37 lakhs, and software architect who again can earn from 20 to 65 lakhs. So as you can see, the software architect earns more money, and to become a software architect, you need to have a minimum number of experience. And again, as I said, this is a private sector, it is not a government sector where you have to serve a minimum period to get promoted. If you are a talented person, you will be recognized in a right place and you'll be promoted soon, and you'll be reaching the goals soon, and you'll be seeing your career growth also in an exponential way. If you see the generic statistics, more than 25% of all tech jobs in Indians are software development, and pandemic give a real boost. After that pandemic, I think after COVID, we got more software professional into the IT industries. The salary ranges which are depicted here is post-pandemic. As you all know, during a pandemic, there was a huge surge in IT industry, and any individual salary grown very exponentially. Few even noticed a hike in 100%, more than 100% also for few individuals. And this numbers would have been very less before pandemic, might be by 30% lesser than whatever is depicted here. So let's move to our next category, that is quality assurance. Within quality assurance, that is QA, you can see QA tester, automation tester, performance tester, and security tester. And according to the average salary, the average salary earned by QA tester is 6 lakhs, automation tester is 6.8 lakhs, performance tester is 6.5 lakhs, and the security tester is 7.5 lakhs. So this might be in your case, you might be even earning more, but this is a average salary across the globe according to the surveys which are conducted. And within the QA role, who might earn more is a security tester. So let's move to the career path. The career path of a QA also remains same. That is junior QA, where salary might range between 4.5 to 7 lakhs, and QA tester, which again the salary might range between 6 to 9 lakhs. A senior QA tester between 8 to 17 lakhs, test lead between 10 to 23 lakhs, and QA manager between 13 to 26 lakhs. Apart from this, again there will be architects within QA also. They also play a very vital role in terms of designing testing frameworks and making sure of multiple aspects of our application. But this particular position is not adapted by multiple industries or many industries. That's why it is not listed in this list. So going to the statistics, approx 10% of tech jobs in India are QA. While not substantial as software development, QA salaries also witnessed post-pandemic very high noticeable raise, and these are the range post-pandemic. Moving to the next category, that is business analyst. So again, within business analyst, there are multiple subcategories, that is business analyst, requirement analyst, system analyst, and the average salary of a business analyst would be 7 lakhs and requirement analyst would be 7.5 lakhs, whereas system analyst would be 8 lakhs. Again, this is according to the global survey, the average salaries are determined. Now moving to their career path and statistics, you can see the junior BA earns between 5 to 8 lakhs, the BA analyst will earn between 7 to 12 lakhs, senior BA would earn between 9 to 19 lakhs, and business system analyst between 12 to 22 lakhs, the product owner which should earn between 15 to 32 lakhs. Apart from this, a BA can be promoted to AVP, VP and director in big tech companies. Again, the designation might be changed. This is mainly in the tier 1 companies. The QA also same as I told earlier. The solution architects will be available in tier 1 companies itself. And now going to the statistics of BA, around 5% of tech jobs in Indians are BA. And similar to QA, BA also saw moderate salary increases post-pandemic, and this is the range after pandemic itself. The next category is DevOps. As you all know, DevOps is very booming nowadays, and again within DevOps, there are multiple subcategories, that is site reliability engineer, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, platform engineer, security engineer, and infrastructure engineer. And the average salary would be for site reliability engineer, 11 lakhs, DevOps would be 10 lakhs, cloud would be 12 lakhs, and platform engineer would be 11 lakhs. Again, security engineer would earn around 10 lakhs, infrastructure engineer would earn around 10 lakhs. And the most and the highest average would go to a cloud engineer. Now moving to the career path and statistics of DevOps. Again, the DevOps engineer would start as a junior, where you would earn around 6 to 8 lakhs, and from junior engineer to a engineer from 8 to 12 lakhs, and senior engineer around 12 to 23 lakhs, and as a lead between 15 to 30 lakhs, and as an architect between 20 to 60 lakhs. Now coming to the statistics, the demand of DevOps profession is booming, and it is more driven by automation and agility, and the average salary within India would be around 9 lakhs, and around 3 to 4% of Indian tech jobs are DevOps. Our next category is cybersecurity. Again, within cybersecurity, there are multiple subcategories. One is security analyst, penetration tester, security engineer, incident responder, and cryptographer. The average salary of a security analyst would be around 7.5 lakh, whereas for penetration tester would be around 8 lakhs, and security engineer would be around 10 lakhs, and incident responder would be around 8 lakhs. Cryptographer would be around 9 plus lakh. So moving to their career path and statistics. So the career path of cybersecurity would be starting with analyst, who would earn around 6 to 8 lakhs, and penetration tester or security engineer earn around 6 to 12 lakhs, whereas security architect would earn around 16 to 23 lakhs, and CISO stands for Chief Information Security Officer would earn around 20 to 38 lakhs. Coming to the statistics, cybersecurity is a rapidly growing field due to rise in cyber threats and data breaches, and cybersecurity team is the one who is responsible to help us to maintain our data safe and privacy maintained. And so as you all know, there are lots of online scams are going on, and every day this field is evolving day by day with all those rapidly growing scams. To tackle that, different level of developments are happening in the security in this category, and I think this salary range would increase going forward. And also to add upon, the salary range would be increased than this if you have a certain certification in this field. Having a certification in cybersecurity fields will increase your salary at least by 5 to 10%. The certificates such as CYSA plus, SSCP, etc., which are very recognizable, and there are many more different kinds of certificates are available. Any certificates in this field would increase your salary range. Our next category is data science and analytics. Within data science and analytics, there are multiple subcategories. One is data analyst and data scientist, machine learning engineer, business intelligence analyst, statistician, data engineer. The data analyst earns around average salary of 10 lakhs, whereas data scientist earns around 11 lakhs, and machine learning engineer earns around 14 lakhs as average salary. Business intelligence analyst earns around 9 lakhs as a average salary, and statistician earns around 9 lakhs as average salary, and data engineer earns around 11 lakhs as average salary. Moving to their career growth and statistics, the career growth of a data science and analytic person would look something like this. They start as analyst, where they earn around 8 to 10 lakhs. They get promoted to data scientist or a machine learning engineer, who would earn around 8 to 19 lakhs, and again to data architect, who would earn around 21 to 37 lakhs, and CDO, that is chief data officer, who would earn around 30 to 70 lakhs. Coming to statistics, data science is one of the most in demand and highest paid tech fields driven by data driven decision making needs. As you all know, everyone might be using, at least in the IT industry, everyone would be using AI tools such as ChatGPT, Brad, and multiple bots. It might be in the email creation or content creation, which are helping us at least by 2 to 3% as of now. I guess going forward, this percentage will increase day by day, and it will help us to reduce the manual efforts which are put, might be in terms of PPT creation or document creation, or might be in terms of narrowing down our searches. And this is one of the very booming field. Many young engineers are very keen in learning data science and analytics, and this is very interesting field. Moving to the next slide. I guess this is one of the most weighted part of this video. You might have also seen lots of videos from a many resourceful person who are mainly focusing on how and what. So how we can negotiate, how we can improve, what you can put on resume, what you can add on as a skills, so on. So, but the main thing also which matters is where. So to understand how where matters, we need to understand the IT industry. Product is the place where actual development is happening, and this is the one which is actually going to the market, and service the place where they cater some services to the product wing and try to achieve their goal. So there are some scenarios where product needs help. So might be due to the number of resources, the limited resources they have, might be due to the limited resources they have, or the infrastructure or the environment they can offer. So what they will do is sometimes they will outsource their work, which will be taken by service sectors, and they will achieve the goal for product. So to keep the video simple, what I have done is I have come up with few scenarios to illustrate where employee can expect more perks. And so within IT industry, employees are distributed among product and service wings. So we will try to analyze the each scenarios under product and service and where we can bag more perks. Let's say the first scenario. This is a scenario where the company is already might be there in the industry, or it is a very new company, but the app is still evolving. They're still developing their application or the product, but the number of clients or the user who are using that particular application or the product is very minimal. At this kind of scenarios, what happens is the company will put lots of its resources or investments towards R&D and marketing, because they need to increase their client base. That is the one which generates the revenue. So that's why most of the resources or investments will be towards marketing and R&D. So at this kind of scenario, an employee can accept a minimal increase in their perks. Let's say the second scenario. This is the place where an app is still evolving, means the product is still getting built, but the product has a huge number of user or a client base. So this is the place where company will put more of its resources or investments towards stabilizing the app or scaling the app, because they know this is how they can generate their revenue. So at this kind of scenarios, what happens, the company will put lesser resources or investments towards marketing and more towards R&D and employees perks. So this is the place where you can bag more perks. So this is the scenario, or this is the kind of companies where within the product doing you have to search for and negotiate skillfully to bag more perks. This is a scenario where the company has a stable product and might be still have a large number of users. So at this kind of scenarios, what happens is the company is already in the maintenance stage. The product is more stable, there is no scope to improve the product, and the companies also might be not interested to come up with the new features, or even if the new features are coming, it is very minimal. At this kind of stage, this is kind of a cold moving product, so it is already in kind of a maintenance where a little bug fixes or might be a little new features which are getting added. So at this kind of things, what happens, the company will be not putting more funds towards, might be in the R&D or marketing or even in the perks also. So at this kind of scenarios, an employee will be not able to bag more perks, because the company is already generating huge revenue and they don't want to disperse their money. So let's see how the scenario looks within the servicing, where the employee can bag more perks. In the service sector, the main keyword which decides your salary or perks is a bill rate. Whenever the product outsources the work, the agreement will be done between product and service based on a bill rate. The bill rate is defined or dependent on multiple factors, might be based on the technology they are outsourcing, or for the experience they are looking, or for the infrastructure they are looking, might be for the environment they are looking. So what service sector will do is, based on that bill rate, they will offer the employee a salary. So when they are offering the employee a salary, what they will do is, within the bill rate, typically 10 to 32% of the bill rate will be held by the company itself, and the remaining will be offered as a salary to the employee. At this kind of scenarios, the 10 to 12% which is held by the company will be used for infrastructure they are providing to the employee, the facilities they are providing to the employee. But moreover, 10 to 32% of the bill rate which is offered by the product will be held by the company, and remaining will be converted to a salary. So in this scenario, what we have to do is, or where you can find better perks chances is, higher experience, either you have a higher experience and higher bill rate. So when there is a higher experience of viewers or higher bill rate which is offered by product, even though 10 to 30% is holded, since the bill rate is higher, you will be getting more salary. So you can expect high bucks here. So there is again the second scenario, when there is an immediate requirement and the technology or the infrastructure or whatever it is product wing is outsourcing, that is very narrow kind of scope within the market. So at this kind of chance, at this kind of scenarios, you can expect more bucks. If you negotiate properly by understanding the scenario, you'll be able to bag more perks. So you need to understand where you are working or which technology you are working, how much the demand of the technology is. Based on all these trending technologies and market knowledges, I have posted multiple shots. I'll be attaching few links in the description. Please follow through and make sure which category you come under. So whenever you know your bill rate is higher, or whenever you know your skill is very much demand in the market or very rare to find in the market, that is the time where you can bag higher perks. So moving to the next slide. Now let's understand how the salary will be decided for an employee. So here there are a couple of factors which plays very important role. There are mainly three factors. One is internal factor, another is external factor, another is the resources which will be used by HRs of the company. So let's understand what are internal factors. So when it comes to the internal factors, the job analysis and evaluation, HR will analyze the specific duties, responsibilities, skills, and experience required for IT role. This helps them to determine the position relative value within the organization hierarchy. So already there might be an employee who is already working in here for the same experience. So based on that, they'll be able to judge what could be the maximum work they can offer. Similarly, compensation structure and salary bands. So many companies goes with the bands. For a experience between 0 to 5 years, this would be the band. For the experience between 5 to 10 years, this would be the band. So they'll be very strict to their bands. So this is what happens in many mass recruiting companies. Even though you are very high performing employee or you're very good, still your salary will be dependent on the band which is created by the company. So next factor is internal equity. So HR considers the salary of current employee in the similar roles to ensure the fairness and prevent the pay discrepancies within the organization. Let's understand the external factors. One of the external factor is market researches. HR will be time in time they'll be doing a market researches to understand how the competitive or the neighboring companies are offering for the same position, how the local market is trending, and what are the niche technologies the local market is getting trend with. So all those analysis will be done by HR. So this also determines your salaries and the cost of living where the company is there. If it is in metro cities, the cost of living will be more. So your HRS should be more. If your HRS is more, your salary will be again more. And the candidate qualification experience. So the candidate qualification experience also matters a lot. If you have additional certificates and achievements, that also helps you to bag more perks. So negotiation is not a formal factor to determine your salary. But if you are a strong candidate and you can showcase your skill by either discussing with the required members or by showcasing your other offers which you have in the current market, so that will help you to bag a higher perks in the company of your interest. So now there are lots of tools which are available in the market which HRs again will use and try to determine the salary for an individual based on the experience and the technology. So there are compensation softwares. Many HR department utilizes specialized software that provides salary data, benchmarking tools, and salary planning functionality. Online salary database. There is available online salary databases which are created by Glassdoor, Salary.com, and Payscale, which provides a huge range of analysis in the market and how the trend which is happening in the market for a particular experience and a technology combination. Similarly, there are professional association. The industry associations like Tech Service Alliance and ITI, Information Technology Industry Council, publishes salary surveys and reports specific to IT sector. So this all factors and resources will be considered to determine an individual salary for a particular technology and experience combination. So now coming to the formulas. So this is a generic formula which I have derived, mainly concentrating developers in mind. And so as you can see, the salary of yours can be calculated by using this general formula which states your salary equal to number of years of experience into 3 plus variables. Again, this is optional, and plus 2, good to have. This is kind of a buffer. So here what you have to notice, the variables is not for everyone. It is might be for a highly demand niche technologies, or might be very low resource availability, or might be the certifications or recognition which you have received in throughout your career. That adds to your variable, which value can range between 2 to 3 points. So for example, if your experience is 6 years, it should be your salary should be something like this: 6 into 3, that is 18, plus 2. So 2 is good to have. If you don't have, that is also still fine. And the variables matters, as I said, based on your nicheness in the technologies or the availability of resources. This will be playing a vital role. So the number 3, how this is determined is, it will be usually the half of the current inflation, or 40 to 60% of the current inflation rate. The current inflation rate here is almost 7%. So it is somewhere between 40 to 60% of the inflation rate will be used to determine this number. So this is one of the formula which you can generally use to determine your salary and understand where you stand as per the market. So again, coming to the second salary formula, it says salary equal to basic salary plus experience factor into experience plus skill factor into number of skills plus location factor. Tier 1 companies has a huge surplus funds with them, so this is the formula which they typically use, and they value your individual skills also. So based on this formula, your salary will be decided in tier 1, and this above formula is used by tier 2 and tier 3 companies. I hope now you will be able to understand where you stand as of market, and now also you can understand how the market is trending and how the salaries are distributed among the categories of software, and which category of the software is giving more salaries for employees. I hope the video was helpful. Thank you for watching.